Hi, this is Iadania. Welcome to Nia's Divine Garden. And I am here with a general collective energy reading of just things to consider for 2023, specifically for the year. I've already done a quick video both on my TikTok and I think it's on here, so I'll put it up here somewhere, um, of the numerology around 2023, it being a 7 year. And I actually went month to month to give you what each month's number and energetic signature is. So make sure you check that out. I'll make sure I have it linked in the description box so that you can watch that as well. So my intention in this video is to kind of give you just some themes to consider from a collective perspective for the year. And the way collective energy works is I don't necessarily feel like a lot of times we talk about that. This is an undercurrent energy to your personal experience. So there's the things that everyone is experiencing, and then what is directly most influential to you in your life in that moment. So where like everybody in a collective sense has this feeling of newness and just new things and new experiences coming into the new year. That is a collective experience. But for you personally, excuse me, you may be thinking about newness in a specific way, or you may be thinking about, man, I need to do such and such a thing. And let's say this is a personal month 3 for you. So let's say if it's a personal month 3 for you, you might be thinking about new ideas, people you need to communicate with. You might want to create something. What are you trying to manifest? So that's what you may be thinking about, but you're also still thinking about the newness of the new year. So even though it's not the dominant thing that you're thinking about, it's still there in your focal point. It'll also be relevant in your environment. So in a collective experience, you may see things that are synchronistic with the collective energy, even if you can't inherently tell that you are also moving through that same energy as well. So I did get a lot of the transits written down for the year. So see, yeah, I have a notebook for the year. And I'm not going to go through them all in this video. I will give you some highlights, but what I will do is have a link in the description box where you can download it from my website for free. And you'll just have to pull your birth chart. I'll make sure I link where you can do that to see the areas of life that will be impacted by that specific transit. I personally, this is my personal practice, and this is also how I perform either solar return / 1 year divination, is I look at my natal chart, my progress chart, and the solar return chart for that particular year, and which house is impacted in each one of those charts, because that means the combination of those themes will be relevant to that transit. At least that's how my experience has been. So here's a few highlights to kind of just keep in mind. For the beginning of the year in January, um, several things are happening. Mars is going to come out of retrograde. It'll go direct on the 12th. Mercury is going to come out of retrograde. It's getting ready to go into retrograde as I'm recording this. But it'll come out of retrograde on the 18th. And Uranus will come out of retrograde on the 22nd. So there's at least 3 planets that were in retrograde ending 2023 that will be stationed direct at the beginning of the year in January. In March, Saturn is going to move into Pisces on the 7th. And on the 23rd of March, Pluto is going to move into Aquarius. So that's a big different energy. So pay attention to that. It looks like Mercury is retrograde in Earth signs in 2023. Let's see here. We do have an eclipse in May on the 5th in Taurus. Let's see here. Hold on. There's something else. Jupiter moves into Taurus on May 16th. Venus goes retrograde in July on the 22nd. The North and South node move in July on the 17th. Let's see here. And then there's a solar eclipse in October in Libra. And then a lunar eclipse again in Taurus on the 28th. So those are just some highlights. That's not the entire list, but like I said, I'll have a downloadable PDF for you, and you can download that list of those astrological transits. I have the link of the numerology. So what I'm going to do this now is do just a little quick reading for 2023. I'm going to start with just an overarching soul journey. So this is the collective soul journey energy that we'll be moving through. I'll get a few keywords. Um, I'll get like a predominant energy, like an energy that's prevalent for the collective throughout that's kind of coloring the year for us. And then an inspired action that we can take. And you can nuance this inspired action for you, but it'll be an inspired action that you can take, and then as well as a potential outcome. And then I'll just get a couple of pieces of advice for you. If you would like a more in-depth reading that is for you, then now is a good time to book. Even if I don't do divination for you now is a really great time to book a reading because I have a 35% off special on all of my services. So you can get 35% off of a solar return reading. You could also do a 1 hour divination and get it for the year. It just won't be the in-depth reading that a solar return reading. Solar return reading is really in-depth. Like I can't do that one at all live for you. That has to be recorded because there's a lot of background work that ends up being happening when I do that. But if you want to just book a 1 hour reading where we just talk about general themes for the year for you to be considerate, you can absolutely do that. It's 35% off. The coupon code is Google. You can use it between now and the beginning of the year. So even if you don't talk to me and get the reading itself, whether I record it or do it live for you until January, February, you still benefit from the 35% off because you booked it now. Also, keep in mind, you can pay payments. Pay in 4 is available on my site. So when you go into the cart and go PayPal, Pay in 4 will come up as an option for you when you book my services or if you buy items in the shop. I also, coming in the new year, you'll see it now. I have new membership plans available. So be sure to check those out. I'll make sure I link some of the info down there for you, but be sure to check those out so you can see how you can connect with me more frequently in a way that may actually be really, really affordable, and you get great benefits and access to services, discounts, even courses for some of the higher tiers. Okay. All right, so let's see for the collective. So we're gonna give gratitude. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. So this is so beautiful how this came up. So we're going into a 7 year. So sevens are really stillness. And one of the things that I said is that it feels like this is a year of spiritual awakening. This is a year of elevation, a year of higher learning. Because you think about the angle going up of the 7 and how it's level headed. That's a good 7. There we go. So the overall theme is growth. Hope y'all can see that. And it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And that's dope. And the undercurrent energy is doubt. I release my need to know all the answers. And because 7 energy is so intellectual and so like I know the things, that one of the things I always say about 7 is sometimes 7 have to remember some things are above their spiritual pay grade and they're meant to be still and allow the divine to move. So I really love the fact that we got growth and doubt as a collective theme that we are working through. So let's see, what are some keywords? So these are my little dragon oracle cards. And so let's see what keywords that we have for the collective for 2023. All right. Ooh. All right, cool. So, wow. Okay. Great. So, a lot of people talked about this being a year of coming together because it was 222 and that harmony and that balance with 6 energy. But apparently, this theme is carrying through 2023. This may be carrying specifically for all those of you who are watching this video. So, this is the collective energy of anyone coming to this content because that's the intention. If you watch this, this message is for you. And so, the undercurrent energy is companion. This is our peanut butter dragon. So the undercurrent energy is companion. And I think that's so beautiful considering how solitary seven energy can be. So the fact that there's still a companion that wants to come forward. And this can be platonic, this could be spiritual, this could be romantic, so don't limit yourself on what companion means. But really in the center of this, we have union. So the fact that we have both companion and we have union here, where it's like, okay, we're coming together. We are bringing something about. We're, partnering in some way. So there may have been some seeds of partnership that you planted this year that you're actually harvesting next year. So I think it's really great. Then we have rewards. So again, this idea that you've planted some seeds and now you're reaping the benefits, you're getting the harvest in it. And then you have diversify. So this is expansion. So when you diversify, it's like you're getting all of these different things together. But diversity is about the differences. So you're diversifying in this year, and this is about expansion, which is very much in alignment with seven energy. Like this is higher learning, like you're including more things. And a lot of times that is what kind of triggers an awakening. Is like you are diversifying what you know your spiritual experiences to be, and thus you're expanding your consciousness in some way. So those are just some keywords to consider. So let us see what the actual, just an energy inspired action and outcome. All right, all right. So let us see. So we're gonna get just an overarching energy that we need to consider for the theme that's gonna color the theme of 2023. So let me tell you how wild this is. So we got two cards for the theme, and they're both 5 cards, and it's fire and water. So we have the 5 of inspiration, which is the 5 of wands. And then we have the 5 of emotions. So 5s are about change. So we have 55. 55 may be a number that is relevant. Right now I'm looking at the clock and it was 11:44 when I noticed that. So 55, 11:44 may be some numbers that stick out to you in 2023 or maybe sticking out to you now. But the fact that we have fire and water, so we have feminine and masculine energy being represented here. We have action and we have stillness, which is absolutely like 7 energy is like you allowing intuition to let you know when it's time for you to take action. And when is it time for me to let something go? And when is it time for me to act on a thing? And so, like with the 5 of inspiration, that 5 of inspiration is all about um it's an energetic conflict. It's like we're all wanting to do this thing, like they're all sitting here like, and none of them are like they can't see what they're doing. But this is also to manifest in a positive as many hands making light work. So it kind of depends. Like this is either many hands and it's all scattered energy, or this is many hands making light work because you figured out how to come together and bring all of these individual concepts and ideas and energy together and to create something positive. With the 5 of emotions, the 5 of emotions, when I looked at it, I'll be honest, I heard Omarion, I got this ice box where my heart used to be. So this fire is melting this ice. This fire is melting the ice where your heart used to. The heart is now there. It is pumping. So think about that theme of companionship and union. Your heart has to be open. It can't be frozen. It can't be an ice box because that's not where the heart wants to be. It's not where your heart wants to be. Your heart wants to be warm and inviting and open. And you have to let go of fears and ideas and ideologies that don't serve you, because This is about letting go. This is about a shift in your emotional landscape and not focusing on the loss, because the traditional card has 5 cups in it. It's 5 of cups, so it has 5 cups in it. And yeah, there's 3 cups that knocked out, but you still got them 2 cups over there. There's still cups over there for you to drink out of. Why are you over here when you can just go over here? You over here like, oh my God, I lost it. You didn't lose. You still winning over here. So this is about melting that ice away and allowing yourself to know when you need to be still, when you need to act. There's a harmony and a flow and a balance that is carrying over from 2022 into 2023. So what is the inspired action to take? What? Okay, first off, like, we wilded tonight. So what this year is a 6 year. The inspired action is a 6 of cups. So the 6 of cups sometimes is either about being in the past, or it's not being in the now. It's like either thinking about the past or thinking about the present, or harmonizing what you learned now in the past to help you create a brighter future. But the fact that I just said it is taking what you learned about harmony and balance from 2022. So the lessons that you learned about where things are not in balance, where things are not in harmony, where things are not aligned, and how do you bring them into harmony and balance? The inspired action is to bring that forward. And you are doing this from a place of understanding how you feel. How do you feel when things are not in alignment? Do you feel sick? Do you feel cut off? Like, you have to honor your emotions. It's energy in motion. So there is no bad emotion. All of the emotions are in place and exist to give you a message of some sort, whether it is your happiness, your joy, your sadness, your anger, your frustration. The key is to those emotions that don't make you feel good, joy, like good, like those uncomfortable ones. It's not that you acknowledge them. You sit in them for a time and ask them, what are they trying to get you to move? You ask them what they're trying to get you to move, because they're trying to get you to move something so you can come back into harmony. They're trying to get you to move something so you can come back into balance. That may require you to cry. That may require you to wail and to scream because you are out of balance. You haven't acknowledged something. You still on the hamster wheel. Like, look, see the baby in the middle? You still on the hamster wheel. It's time to get off the hamster wheel, because you staying on the wheel is not allowing you to stay balanced. The scales are not balanced when you stay on the hamster wheel. You are not in alignment. You're not moving in a line. You're staying in a circle. You're staying in a cycle. It is time for you to move out of the cycle. It's time for you to let go of what no longer serves you. 5 of emotions. It's time for you to make a move and make change that is not going to cause you to be chaotic in your being with that 5 of inspiration, and harmonize those energies in such a way where you can not be so focused on the past. You don't want to keep reliving the past. The point of you learning is for you to take that learning and turn it into wisdom so that you can co-create the future for which you desire. So if you take this advice that we give tonight, if we take this advice, take it into 2023, what is a potential outcome? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Oh, wow. Okay. 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 All right. So the potential outcome is the 2 of voices. And in this situation, I like that, because I don't when I saw the Two of Voices just now, I didn't get that typical feeling of I can't make decisions. So the Two of Voices is the Two of Swords. I didn't get that like I'm not making the decision, and it's because of this visual. See this? I'm gonna go through that door. I'm about to go through the door. I'm taking a step. I am. What did I just? How did I just describe it? Getting off the wheel and walking on the path. You're getting off the wheel and walking on the path. You're getting off the wheel and walking on the path. That's it. You're walking the path. Even if you don't know where the path is leading you, even if you're not sure, you are trusting in the divine. That's seven energy. You're trusting in the divine plan. You're understanding this might be above your spiritual pay grade. So I'm just going to simply make the choice to walk the path. I'm just going to make the choice to walk the path. And what's beautiful is the back of the deck energy. So on the back of the deck energy, we have the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords, who is the wisest of the kings. It's like, I know, whether I know it intuitively or consciously, either way, I know. I know how to lead. I know how to move things forward. I know. I know. Underneath that king is like the tower. And this is not a tower card of a lack of power. This tower card is I am the one destroying the tower. I am the one breaking things down that no longer serve me. I'm the one breaking them down. I am the one destroying the old so I can build on top of it and make way for the new. And I'm doing it with wisdom. I'm doing it where I'm balancing the knowledge of my conscious self and my physical experience with the knowledge of my higher self and my spiritual awareness of the all. And I'm meant bringing those things into a practically spiritual expression that is going to allow me to get off the hamster wheel in 2023 because I have learned the lessons in 2022 on how to bring harmony and balance into my life. I've learned how to balance being of service and not being of servitude. I've learned how to balance nurturing my family while also making sure that my cup is full. And by doing so, I am walking in alignment with my destiny. I like it. I like this. Mm-hmm. I like this. So let's get a couple of pieces of voice. Wrap this up. Wrap this up. Sorry. All right. That's all right. All right. Couple pieces of advice. Oh, there's a couple more, then I'll get the angels. Couple pieces of advice. One more. Oh, we likes it. Oh, we likes this a lot. We likes this a lot. Okay. I had to shuffle this one just real quick. And then we'll go through and wrap this up with your notes. Now make sure you leave a comment. How does this resonate? How are you thinking? How are you feeling? You heard anything from your own intuition as I was going through? What did you hear? Let's share, let's share, let's share. We can all have a great year. All right. Advice from the angels for 2023 for the collective. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna start with back of the deck energy. So since the angel card is in my hand, so remember I said earlier about this being a year of spiritual awakenings. So pay attention to what you see. You're going to see lots of signs and reminders in 2023. Pay attention. When you are praying, manifesting, calling forth, invoking, whatever you're trying to do to bring that which you desire into your physical reality, but you want spiritual confirmation, ask for your spiritual confirmation to be specific. Ask for your spiritual confirmation to be something that you can't ignore, and understand that the Most High, the divine, your ancestors, your angels, your spiritual team will answer you in that way. real life experience. I'll do a separate video, but I'll do this real fast. I was getting the angel numbers and I specifically said, this is not going to work for me today. In this moment where I am at, I need something clearer, and I received it clearer. So stay tuned because I am going to do a video on that entire experience. But I love the fact that you got signs and reminders with listen deeply directly behind it on the back of the deck. So you really are in a place where your connection to source, your connection to the divine, your connection to your spiritual core is going to be so strong in 2023 that you are need to allow your heart to be open so that you can hear, receive, and get that communication the way that it's going to be wholly you. Don't try to manifest communication that looks like somebody else's. It's about you. And this is why I do spiritual mentorship, not to prepare you to initiate anything or anything like that in any kind of tradition. It is 100% about you coming into union with your divine self, illuminating the part of you that has always been there, that remembers that it is also the Most High, and understanding how that language is yours. What signs and synchronicities speak to you? What do these things look like for you so that you can honor them and recognize them? And instead of looking for somebody else's signs, you need to be looking for your own. That's that. The back of the deck energy for I love this. I love this so much. The back of the deck energy here was the Eight of Cups, and we talked about leaving what no longer serves you. Notice there's nothing wrong with this cup. There's nothing wrong with this cup. In fact, in no depiction of the Eight of Cups do you see anything inherently wrong. You don't see anything physically wrong, but there's an energetic disconnect. There's an energetic disconnect that you are completely aware of. So even though you can't see, it's like, well, everything seems fine, but there's still there's a little something there. You got to let it go. And when you let it go, understand that God is trying, like this right here, this represents the hand of God. She's like, do I really want to take this one? But what about these over here? Don't worry about them over there. You don't need those cups anymore. I got a new cup for you. Leave that behind. Why? Because I got a new one for you. And that new cup is going to fuel your passion. That new cup is going to make you feel. That new cup is going to make you inspired. So let the other one go because there's a new one that is being handed to you. But you have to be able to recognize and discern it. And you also have to be open to receiving it. So you got the Aces of Cups as one of the first pieces of advice. And notice, I remember I said you have to melt that ice around your heart earlier. So this is what it looks like when your heart is open. You have melted the ice and allow yourself to be open to feel love, emotions, your connection to the divine. That is the advice for the year. The Three of Wands is I had to make a choice. I've made it. Now I'm taking the step. So again, that advice about walking the path, like I'm going somewhere. I'm going to take this step now because I need to go. I need to go. And having the strength, we got Leo energy right here. We having the strength and compassion. There is a gentility and a power in the strength card always. There is always both this gentleness and power present in the strength card because your power doesn't have to manifest as you roaring all the time. Your power is not simply manifested as you being brusque or anything. There is a power in softness. There is a power in softness. There's a power in compassion. So this year is asking you, how can you be powerful in your softness? How can you be powerful in your stillness? How can you be powerful as your truest self? Because that is where your true power lies. Pay attention. There's opportunities and changes coming. We just talked about there's some changes coming in 2023. Have to pay attention. There's opportunities and changes coming. And these are changes that you asked for, with manifestation sitting here as one of the other pieces of advice. And also being both general and specific. So when you're manifesting, you do want to ask for the specific things. I need this much money at this amount of time, blah, blah, blah. You do want to be specific, but also you need to let room for the divine to work. So again, an example today. I had a specific experience I was looking for, but I was also energetically open to how it would manifest. So I was like, I want this thing to happen in the afternoon. It happened in the morning. It still happened. It just happened faster than I expected it to. It just happened faster than I expected it to. And I'm still grateful. It happened. I'm still grateful for it. So even the other day, it happened in the way, like not in the exact way, but it still happened. So I still had the emotional response and emotional attachment to, I, I'm going to be happy how you give it to me. This is how I would like this to happen. But if you have a better way for this to manifest in Ashe, I'm going to receive it either way. So do be specific, but really also be specific about the emotional response that you would like to have from that experience. Because manifestation isn't simply, I thought about this thing and that's it. How does this thing make you feel? Why do you want it? What's going to be the benefit of it? How is this benefiting you or anyone else? What is the emotion, energy, emotion attachment to this thing? And then we have compassion. We always need to be gentle with ourselves, especially for those of you where this ends up being a year of awakenings, where you see shifts in your spiritual practice. You start tapping into other things, where you start asking questions, and you're like, I don't understand what's going on. You may have had an awakening already and had a shift in consciousness, and now you're shifting again. That is okay. That's okay. Understand. The creator wanted to have a multitude of experiences. That's why there's a multitude of beings, both here and everywhere else. There's a multitude of beings in existence, and each being in existence is an expression of source energy, is an expression of the divine, is an expression of the Most High in a physical or non-physical form. All of those energies are of God. And if God didn't want to have all of these experiences wouldn't exist. So the fact that you are reframing how you, as God, are experiencing God is not a bad thing. That's what God wants. So allow yourself to have that experience and be gentle with yourself, because sometimes it can be like jarring. It can be uncomfortable. Give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, give others grace and compassion, because if this is happening to you, it may be happening to someone else in your life. You're just experiencing it differently, but it doesn't mean that you're having different experiences. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So this is your energetic reading divination for 2023. Please, if you like this, give us a like, share it with some friends. Let me know how you felt about it. And I will see y'all next time. Take care. Bye.